planning, sometimes it gets so complicated. We name decision makers. Hopefully you have. I mean, a third of you listening today don't have wills or documents. A third of you listening have people named in your documents you don't love anymore. A third of you maybe have done it, but who is going to make decisions for you the day that you're incapacitated, the day you're disabled, the day you die? A Mack truck finds you today, who's going to make decisions for you today if that Mack truck finds you? Who is that? Have you put that in writing so they have power? Have you talked to them about it? It's, the norm is we go to kids and say, would you be my executor if I die? And they say, sure. And they have no clue what that means. They haven't thought about what they would have to do if that happens. And they never think about it again because you're not going to die tomorrow, right? You're not going to die ever. I mean, we all live life as though we're never going to die, never get disabled. And statistically, it's almost 100% true that we do. So we should plan for this. And I think part of that planning is you should have a family meeting and talk about those realities. Talk about loving each other. Talk about being a doer. Because whoever you picked as your decision maker has to make decisions that are tough, and some people can't. Don't name just the oldest person because that's what you think you should do. Don't name someone that isn't a doer. Or for your medical directive, they gotta be able to squish spiders. If they can't squish spiders, it won't work. So, have we thought about this? Have we named the right people? If we haven't named the right people or thought about the right people, did we put it in writing? Are the documents current? And then have we talked about it? Have we had that family meeting, gotten everybody together and talked about love, talking about forgiveness, talk about, not getting emotional, talk about caring about others more than yourself, talk about believing the documents. Because someday you're going to die and leave documents, and oftentimes I have family members say, well, Mom, they never meant to do that. I've got a client today that still 20 years later says, my wife would not have intended that. She did intend that. We talked about it. I know why she did that. But he still says, no, she would have never done that. Those documents are there for a reason, usually for a good reason. So you got to believe that they're supposed to happen. So I would tell you there's 3 steps. Make sure you have good decision makers, doers. Make sure it's in writing and they have power to take action when they need to. And then have a family meeting with your family and any decision makers, and maybe that's just family members, and talk about the tough things, how it might be tough. It'll be way better tomorrow if you have that meeting than if you don't.